Can you believe that the cave under the Euphrates River has been sealed? Unbelievably, the Euphrates River is drying up, but its underground cave is even more captivating. Now that's crazy. How was the cave located? And is this the end of time when the Euphrates River dries up? Come along on a thrilling expedition to learn the wonders of the cave beneath the Euphrates River. The discovered caves. The drying up of the Euphrates River reveals many mysteries and unknowingly leads to the fulfillment of several Christian and Islamic prophecies. Researchers have found a mysterious cave in the Kurdistan region of Iraq with interconnecting tunnels beneath the Euphrates River. However, the underground city is thought to have been founded sometime between 1475 and 1275 BC. The first query was whether this was the much-discussed Zaku. It was formerly a vibrant area that flourished under the Mitanni Empire. Its history spans over 3,400 years, including the Sumerian, Assyrian, Greek, Byzantine, and Islamic periods. During the height of its power, this city was a formidable force, encompassing a considerable territory. However, its demise was brought about by a conflict with the Egyptians and the Assyrian conquest. It was quickly abandoned and engulfed by the sea, disappearing, or so we believed, until its unexpected re-emergence during Iraq's drought in 2018. The first sight of the underwater metropolis appeared when a dam was partially drained to save crops due to the drought. Archaeologists and history buffs are enamored with this underwater metropolis and eager to learn its mysteries. It is indeed a fascinating place. Texts, religious artifacts, and unique objects were discovered there, providing information about the people who lived there, their rituals and their beliefs. Expert archaeologists have thoroughly studied every artifact, building, and geological aspect of Zaku since its discovery. The lost civilization's daily routine, social structure, and economic methods become more apparent with each new finding. The findings also provide insight into people's daily lives, occupations, and social structures. We learn about the beliefs and practices of the Zaku people through religious texts and music. The images and sculptures in the cave depict commonplace scenes, legends, and significant occasions. The artwork is evidence of Zaku's creative traditions and culture. By studying them, researchers have better understood how older persons express themselves and interact with different cultures. The discoveries within Zaku's ancient walls are more than just artifacts. They serve as windows into a vibrant, fascinating past, providing a comprehensive understanding of our shared human past. Discoveries such as broken pieces of pottery, tools, and personal items have provided insights into their past way of life, technology, and crafts. Its closeness to the Euphrates River increases its value and provides a solid historical picture. But the river was their lifeline, providing lush land and water for irrigation, allowing them to grow many crops. Their vibrant agricultural community promoted a diversified cultural and social fabric while bolstering the city's economy. Clay jars containing cuneiform tablets that describe their daily activities were among the other intriguing discoveries. Seal imprints were found on a few of these tablets, one of which was connected to a notable figure from the adjacent town of Turka. By meticulously examining this find, his life, and the society of that era around the 18th century, they could piece together an intriguing history of ordinary people's struggles and the lifestyles of the wealthy. Unsettling noises and tunnels, more intriguing objects like the buried tunnels beneath the surface of the Euphrates River become visible as the river gets smaller. The tunnel's excellent stairs are astonishing, raising the question, by whom were they made? Before answering that question, let's hit that subscribe button to this channel, The Kingdom, where we inform you about the latest discoveries. You can also like, share, and comment on this video. Let us know what you think. Now let's continue. These tunnels have extraordinarily well-built walls that withstand pressure. Reliability and mythology are brought together when these tunnels are linked to Semiramis, a well-known queen, in ancient tales that correspond with historical documents. There are rumors based on Christian beliefs that angels were held there and would be unleashed at a particular time, eradicating a third of humanity. However, when the ancient manuscript connecting Babylon and Mesopotamia through tunnels was discovered, many disputed this assertion. The tunnels bring up unanswered questions about the past. Moreover, unusual noises emerged from one of the cave's passages. Investigation revealed the existence of an odd-looking underground creature with a large mouth and a tongue resembling a snake. As a result, the cave was promptly sealed off. The creature's true nature is a subject of much speculation. Some claim it to be a fish, while others identify it as a reptile. The unusual sounds are thought to be coming from the strange monster, or dangerous objects could have been buried in that tunnel. The real story of Euphrates dryness. According to a 2021 assessment by the Iraqi Ministry of Water Resources, climate change and extended droughts could ultimately cause the Euphrates River to dry by 2040. The fact that the Euphrates River, which was once crucial to the development of entire civilizations, is shrinking indicates how vital water is to the local populace. Meanwhile, Babylon ruled over the Euphrates long ago because they understood how vital the water was to their prosperity. They utilized the river as a waterway, but things became more complicated when nations had to share the river's water. As they each needed more, Turkey, Syria, and Iraq created dams for their use, which led to significant downstream issues. The once large river has shrunk to a fraction of its former size. Due to their dams, upstream regions continued to prosper while downstream areas like Iraq suffered. Fights broke out as a result of the situation getting so terrible that Iraq even threatened to break the dams to obtain more water. The difficulties didn't stop there. Other nations had to intervene to prevent a significant issue. Unaware of how little water there was, everyone desired more. The land is drying up, the river is getting smaller, and villages need assistance to get water. With no other options, millions of Syrians live along the Euphrates and are in peril. The river that once brought life now delivers sorrow and difficulties. That is the tragic tale of the declining Euphrates, the prophecy of Islam. Many believe that the drying up of the Euphrates River is evidence of prophecies in Islamic teachings. According to these teachings, a mountain of gold concealed beneath the Euphrates water will eventually dry up and reveal itself. This prophecy is based on tales from the Prophet Muhammad preserved in hadiths. Although the concept of a mountain of gold connotes excellent prosperity and abundance, it also carries the risk of significant complications. The large-scale findings of precious gold items have caused disputes and arguments over who should get what. It may also disrupt the global economic system and lead to international hostilities. Bible's prophecy. There is a passage in the Bible about the Euphrates River at the end of the world. It states that the river would become dry due to an angelic intervention. Don't you think that's happening now, with the Euphrates River drying up quickly? Even more frightening topics are covered in the book of Revelation. It said that at the end times 4 angels were released from the dried-up river to cause havoc and destruction, killing a significant number of people on earth. This story may seem unbelievable to non-Christians because of its passionate nature. Yet, odd occurrences around the Euphrates River have led some to question whether the ancient scriptures contain any reality. Whether you agree with these prophecies or not, the Euphrates River and the objects discovered beneath it are mysteriously linked to the beliefs of millions of people throughout the globe. Construction, earthenware containers, and cuneiform tablets. The area's ongoing dry spells reveal things underwater. Historians have made astonishing discoveries inside the old city, such as a well-maintained factory encircled by tall walls and towers. Remarkably, the factory has managed to maintain its condition despite its advanced age and prolonged submersion. The factory is a tall structure used for storing valuables, which was undoubtedly significant to the inhabitants in that era. It's also possible they stored items they acquired from other sources there. The structure, constructed with walls made of dried mud more than 3,000 years ago, is still sturdy despite damage from an earthquake about 1350 BC. It's interesting that the wall's upper portions are collapsing, possibly protecting the lower portions from water damage. Further investigation revealed even more incredible findings, such as 5 clay jars containing over 100 cuneiform tablets. A portion of the tablets were still covered in clay, providing us with a highly secure window into the past and present of the citizens of the city. These ancient clay tablets reveal things we would not otherwise know, much like time machines. The beneficial circle. The Euphrates River, particularly in the fertile Crescent, was crucial to the emergence of civilizations. This nursery was a foundation for early farming communities and subsequently great civilizations. Between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers is the fertile Crescent. The concept of farming was brought to this region, which is a portion of the wider Fertile Crescent which stretches from the Persian Gulf to the Mediterranean Sea. The yearly flooding of the river brings rich soil known as silt, which is ideal for cultivating crops, which is why the ancient Mesopotamian people liked this country. However, these floods also brought about issues, eradicating entire settlements and leaving the area beyond the rivers barren. But the astute Sumerians of ancient Mesopotamia didn't allow these obstacles to deter them. During drought spells, they used clever farming practices like irrigation and building canals to transport water from nearby rivers to distant farms. Additionally, they created the plough, which facilitated seed planting. These advancements allowed them to have more food, which increased their population. Approximately 3,000 years before the arrival of Christ, the first towns, such as the 40,000-person Uruk, began to form. These cities developed into thriving trade hubs, where surplus wool and grain were traded for metal, stone, and timber. The driest part of the Euphrates River reveals the ruins of ancient civilizations like Babylon. Similar to dwellings, these archaeological remnants provide insight into how the Babylonians lived along the river. The tale of Mesopotamia and the Fertile Crescent demonstrates how people can overcome obstacles and devise clever solutions. The rivers that previously molded these civilizations now provide additional historical context, completing the picture of this area of human civilization's beginnings. Which discovery caught your attention the most? And how do you feel about the theological doctrines surrounding the drying up of the river? Let us know what you think about it in the comment section below. Check out our previous video.